Let's start by introducing you to the commandlet git help. You can actually show general information on how to use help with Windows PowerShell by just typing git-help. You can show different help documentation about a specific command by typing git-help and then typing the commandlet itself. In this example, we are typing git-help and then we are typing git-command. This is going to return to us all of the help documentation for the command git-command. You can also show in-depth details for a specific command by adding the -full parameter to the end. And finally, my favorite parameter for git-help is by using the examples parameter. What this is going to do is show you real-world examples on how to use the different commands that you specify. This is great for initially learning Windows PowerShell if you really are not sure the best way to use a certain command. When you're talking about the different help documentation, there are different help categories. There are help documentation for aliases, for commandlets, for functions, for providers, for workflows, and then help files. Help files is a very unique one, which is a more broad topic than just a single command. Let's take a look at this by doing a demonstration on how to access the help documentation. We are going to start by opening Windows PowerShell. Once we've opened Windows PowerShell, we are going to do something as simple as typing git-help. What this is going to do is return to us the help documentation on how to use Windows PowerShell, such as providing a short description of what the command is, talking about how you can update help, and talking about the different ways that you can use the git-help command, along with some examples. Now, the help documentation for git-help is different than help documentation for other commands, as normally all of that information is not shown by default. But maybe we aren't really sure what all help can provide to us. So we can actually perform what's called a wildcard search to find all of the help documentation. What we are going to do is type a git-help and then use an asterisk, which is the wildcard for anything and everything. And you're going to see a lot of stuff flash by the screen, and that is because there is a lot of help documentation that exists in Windows PowerShell. The next thing is, let's find help documentation for a specific command. So let's type git-help, and let's look at git-command. Under this help documentation, you're going to see some different categories that exist under that help. We'll look at how to understand this help documentation in the next sub-lesson. But let's perform another wildcard search. This time, we want to perform a wildcard search for any commandlet or help document that ends with a command. So when we do that, we're going to get fewer results than when we searched for everything, but then you're going to see that we are getting different commandlet documentation that is returned to the screen. It doesn't show you all of the great in-depth detail on these help documents, although it does give you a list of different things that you can retrieve help for. And finally, let's specify a specific category of help. To do that, we're going to actually use one of the parameters that are available on git-help. What we're going to do is specify the parameter category, and the category is help file. What this is going to do is return different about topics to us. These are the more broad topics that Windows PowerShell will give you details about. So let's go ahead and let's jump into our next lesson.